To the person who feels unlovable, I promise that you are worthy of love. To the person who feels afraid, I promise that you have courage inside of you. To the person who's not sure if they have power, I promise you have more power than you know. To the person who's feeling anxious, I promise that you are not defined by this, and the things that are causing these feelings are energetic pieces of information inside of your brain and your body that can be rewired. To the person who's not sure if they're worthy of their dreams, I promise that you are. To the person who's not sure if they matter, I promise that you do. To the person who feels like life is not worth it, I promise that it is. To the person who feels alone in this experience of life, I promise we're all in this together. To the person who's suffering from depression, I promise that this too shall pass and you will know happiness. To the person who's struggling with any aspect of life, I promise that you are not defined by your experiences and that new experiences are waiting ahead of you. To the person who's not sure if they're worthy of God's love, I promise that you're unconditionally worthy of the love of all of the galaxies. To the person who's not sure who they are, I promise that your identity has nothing to do with your experience, that your identity is more vast and incomprehensibly wondrous than you could even imagine right now. You are never alone, and you are always worth it. And your consciousness exists independently of your neurobiology. Your brain and your body might be related with life experience, but your consciousness is not. Your consciousness experiences life, but it is never ever defined, limited, or reduced by it. Who you are, my soul friend, if only you knew the consciousness that you truly are. If only you knew the consciousness that you truly are. You would fall in love with yourself deeper and deeper in every moment of every day. You would feel so confident moving forward in the direction of all your dreams. You would feel a great sense of peace and security within your being at all times. You would feel great joy in the worthiness that you innately are. You would feel so connected with everything that you are and with all of life. And consciousness is that natural state of being, but because consciousness experiences life through the neurobiological applications of the brain-body system, the experience can be distorted by data inside of our cells. But this data can be rewired through the power of our consciousness. These data can be transmuted through the power of our consciousness. And so the way that you experience yourself in life 1 year from now could be radically different than the way you're encountering yourself and your experience today. And that's what I'm here to help with, soul friends. If you'd ever like to get together through a consciousness consulting call, I would be honored to step in as a healing journey guide so that you have all of the clarity, empowerment, love, encouragement, guidance, and particular insights and steps needed to harness your power, rewire your neurobiology, and liberate your consciousness into all that you truly are. You deserve infinite moments of happily ever after, and I would be honored to help with that. You can book a session at KristinWindsor.com. You can visit my website below for more information. You are not in this alone. We are all rising up into greater realms of love together. And life is so much more beautiful and magical and wondrous than our neurobiology often allows us to see. But that's just because there's pain in here. That's because there's fear stuck in here. But the power of our own love can change all that. And when we love ourselves in deeper, more dynamic ways, we heal our attachment systems, which transform all aspects of our unconscious mind and our unconscious body. And you can actually learn more about this for free. I've created a free booklet for you with my own diagram explaining human consciousness from the inside out. And you can visit my website below for more information, kristinwindsor.com or kristinwindsor.com/freebies. You can click the link below. And I have several free booklets for you guys, and one of them explains this concept about how, it's called Loving Liberation, and it explains this concept about how healing ourselves through love can transform all of life experience from the inside out, because attachment systems are what all timelines of information in our subconscious realms develop from. And attachment systems are also what connect our unconscious mind and unconscious body, and they directly influence how unconscious states are shaped. And so the way our nervous system regulates, the way our belief systems are created, everything stems directly from attachment systems. And our subconscious parts are beings of love. Love is the identity of who subconscious parts are at their authentic core. And so when we heal ourselves and transform our neurobiology, then our consciousness has this opportunity to be its true self, to be this pure love, this embodiment of love. And then love is produced from within, and we no longer need to seek fulfillment from external sources of stimulus. Life gets to be this awesome experience that has nothing to do with our identity, because our identity comes from the love inside of us because we're healed and whole. It's a really powerful, beautiful place to experience life from. And I would love for you to have the chance to experience that. So please feel free to explore my free books. They're my gifts from my heart to yours, culminating work from several years during my healing journey, because I want you to feel empowered. I want you to have the tools to succeed. I want you to feel the opportunity to rise up into your personal power in every moment. I want you to feel the deep love that's already living within you. I want you to feel like you have power within your identity and your experience. I want you to know how worthwhile you are. I want you to have the chance to heal any kind of mental, emotional, spiritual, relational, or action-patterned battle that you are facing, because you are not defined by it, and it can change. It seriously can completely transform from the inside out. I promise. I promise that is the truth. From the bottom of my heart, I promise that you have the power to transform any aspect of your experience. And in the process, you liberate your self-essence into who you truly are, which is so much more than you know. Trust me. Trust me, dear friends. You are so much more than you know. Because our neurobiology doesn't understand the nature of consciousness. And consciousness that's entwining and blending with neurobiology and experience cannot know its true self. But when consciousness becomes liberated into the wholeness of all that it is, life is just like the most magical, paradisal wonderland you could possibly imagine. And not even because of the outside stuff. The outside stuff becomes more enjoyable, but that feeling of happiness comes from within consciousness. It's so beautiful. It's so wondrous. I believe in you infinitely. You're not alone in this, and I guarantee your life can be completely changed 1 year from now if you start rising up into your power every day today. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. And if today is just crappy, then let tomorrow be the first day of the rest of your life. Let every day be the first day of the rest of your life. Let every day be a brand new adventure that has nothing to do with what's already been experienced. It's a really magical place to be. Infinite potentiality transcendently opens into our souls. Like, it's just like, magical. And then anything that's happened in the past or anything we're worried about happening in the future changes, because all of that is just data inside of our brain and our bodies. It has nothing to do with who we are, literally. Everything from the past and everything we think about the future is just projections from our neurobiological applications based on how our cells are storing information from the past. And that is separate from consciousness, which is who we are. So anything that's happened before this moment and anything you think is going to happen beyond this moment is an illusion in your neurobiology that has nothing to do with who you are. That's the truth. That's the truth, soul friends. And that truth can be liberating if you let it. It can be liberating if you let it. So I just wanted to drop a little encouragement. I believe in you guys. I'm cheering you on. I want you to succeed in the direction of all your dreams. I want you to embody happiness, not just pursue it. I want you to fall in love with the wonder that you are, because you are a wonder to behold. You are a wonder to behold, soul friends. So please feel free to download some of my free booklets. I know it's going to help your healing journey. And then you can have this loving empowerment and guidance and these new tools to play with and this new information to explore to uplift your healing journey so that you can just claim that power that's already in your hands. And if you'd ever like to connect through a consciousness consulting call, I would be honored to connect with you and share that sacred healing space. And you can book a session at KristinWindsor.com. And that website also shows more information about who I am and what it means to have a consciousness consulting call. Like, what is this consciousness consulting stuff anyway, right? So please feel free to just explore that. And you can book a session or email me with any questions at artistryofexistence@gmail.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really grateful for your existence here on this planet. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being you. You're perfect as you are, and every part of you deserves to know that. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, soul friends. Namaste. The love and light in my divine consciousness. See and honor the love and light in your divine consciousness. Blessings, soul friends. I will see you next time.